The next year, the Packers improved to 7-5, their first winning season in many years. Then they started winning one division championship after another. Leadership really matters. It's no coincidence that to this day, winners of the Super Bowl receive a trophy named for Lombardi. My goal for this book is to provide not merely tactical advice, but also context and ways of thinking about situations. You can try these ideas on for size and see if they fit. I'm not on a mission to convince the world to agree with me. If you choose not to amp it up, that's up to you. But I believe the chapters ahead will help you stiffen your spine and fight the good fight, not just if you're a CEO, but if you're a leader at any level, whether at a startup, a big company, or a nonprofit. I also believe you can only get these insights from a fellow traveler. No offense to my VC friends, but they often think that their investments give them the right to lecture entrepreneurs at board meetings, even though many VCs have never been in the combat seat themselves. Having seen things done is not the same as doing them. The media have praised the results that my 3 companies have delivered over the past 2 decades as we ramped up to 3 successful IPOs and generated hundreds of billions of dollars in market value. It's hard to argue with results, but outsiders have also questioned, if not criticized, the ways in which we achieved those results. So let's start with an overview of the 5 key steps in the Amp It Up process. Raise your standards, align your people, sharpen your focus, pick up the pace, and transform your strategy. Raise your standards. The late Steve Jobs was only inspired by insanely great things. He set a high bar for seemingly everything, and anything that didn't meet his standards was summarily rejected. Try applying insanely great as a standard on a daily basis and see how far you get. People lower their standards in an effort to move things along and get things off their desks. Don't do it. Fight that impulse every step of the way. It doesn't take much more mental energy to raise standards. Don't let malaise set in. Bust it up. Raising the bar is energizing by itself. Instead of telling people what I think of a proposal, a product, a feature, whatever, I ask them instead what they think. Were they thrilled with it? Absolutely love it. Most of the time I would hear, it's okay, or it's not bad. They would surmise from my facial expression that this wasn't the answer I was looking for. Come back when you are bursting with excitement about whatever you're proposing to the rest of us. We should all be thrilled with what we're doing. So channel your inner Steve Jobs. Aim for insanely great. It is much more energizing. Align your people. Alignment becomes a more important concept as the business grows, and there are many more moving parts. The question is, are we all pulling on the same oar? Are we all driving in the same direction? When I joined Snowflake, the company was being run as what I would call a pseudo-SaaS company with a subscription model. But it's basically a utility company for cloud computing with a consumption model. As with your local electric company, you pay only for what you use. Yet, like a SaaS company, our sales force was completely focused on bookings or sales contract value, even though Snowflake did not recognize a single revenue dollar on bookings. Only actual consumption causes revenue to be recognized. Consumption drove bookings only indirectly. As customers ran out of capacity, they would reorder. This lack of alignment was everywhere. Reps only marginally cared about consumption, and many customers were oversold on bookings, which led to smaller renewals, or what we call downsells, in future periods. The cost of commissions was out of whack with revenues because there was no direct relationship between sales compensation and revenues. It took a few quarters to transition the company to consumption. Consumption became our middle name. We now looked at everything through the lens of consumption. We got better alignment. Where alignment matters further is in incentive compensation. We pay everybody the same way on our executive team, and we have a very select, focused set of metrics that we pay bonuses on. Our sales exec does not get paid on a commission plan if the rest of us aren't. Everybody knows what we're aiming for. Another source of misalignment is management by objectives, which I have eliminated at every company I've joined in the last 20 years. MBOs cause employees to act as if they are running their own show. Because they get compensated on their personal metrics, it is next to impossible to pull them off projects. They will start negotiating with you for relief. That's not alignment, that's every man for himself. If you need MBOs to get people to do their job, you may have the wrong people, the wrong managers, or both. Sharpen your focus. Organizations are often spread too thinly across too many priorities, and too many of them are ill-defined.